So one of the cool things we've got going on this week is we're drinking a beer from Rails End, and we actually got the head brewer and one of the owners on the show this week.
We somehow conned them into talking with us.
Right. We're like, hey, we have this brand new show. You want to join us? And for whatever reason, they said yes. So pretty exciting.
So why don't we bring them in?
First, I'm just going to quickly show where Rails End is, and then we're going to bring them in. You can tell we rehearsed.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to bring in Nate and Dale to the show.
Hey, guys.
Guys, thank you for joining us.
Sure. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so,
thank you very much.
Dale, you're one of the owners. If you'd like to introduce yourself and just talk a little bit about maybe why you started and how you got into it.
Okay. Yeah, my name's Dale. Nice to meet everybody who's listening and watching and enjoying the show. I did corporate America for about 25 plus years and just really got burnt out on it and wanted to do something fun and energetic and instead of the same old rat race. And so I decided let's get in the brewery life and as I get older and hey, by the way, it's my birthday and happy birthday to you as well.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Dale.
Cheers.
Thank you. I needed a change of pace and I needed a change of fun more than anything.
Absolutely.
So we were fortunate enough. We have such a wonderful team. From our brew crew, they're fantastic. To our bar staff, they're fantastic. I'm probably the least talented of all of them. So I don't.
Something tells me, Dale, you have other talents. I have a feeling that you bring to the table. I got a feeling about you.
I can fix the hell out of a toilet.
That was my first guess, based on your shirt alone. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Anyway, just a change of pace, man. That's all. That's really all. And a place where you go and you smile and you wear basketball shorts and T-shirts, and so that's why we're doing it. That's why I'm doing it. Lifestyle.
We were just having a conversation about basketball shorts. Daniel, you want to show
I don't want to talk about my basketball shorts.
Look how sexy I am. I got my basketball shorts on, my purple shoes. See, I'm not good at selfies, obviously.
You guys are wearing pants?
Yeah.
I can't even get myself on here. I tried, man.
Oh, like I didn't know I already needed to work at a brewery. Now I definitely know I need to work at a brewery.
It was a valiant effort.
Yes.
I'll give you that.
Thank you.
And so now, Nate, you're the head brewer, correct?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Cool. How long you been doing it?
I'm coming up on 2 years here in the fall.
Nice,
So,
nice.
Yeah,
2 years in the industry or 2 years at Rails End?
2 years as head brewer. I've been with Rails End about a month after they opened, so almost 5 years.
Okay,
in
cool.
September.
Cool.
Yeah. So
now, is the beer we're having tonight one of yours?
yeah. Yep. The Flying Umbrella. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
So if we hate it.
Yeah, this puts a lot of pressure on my review, and that's
Oh boy.
Hey, for the record, here's the assistant brewer. His name's Hayden. I'm just going to introduce him real quick.
I love it.
And we also get to see the brewery.
Cheers. How you doing? Hey.
Cheers, hey man.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah, these guys are the glue of the company, man. They really are.
Oh, that makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Now, Nate, when you first got hired, what position were you?
Janitor, pretty much.
You can all fix the toilet, and that's great.
Yeah. Wiping down tanks, mopping, sweeping the floors, and eventually running, milling grain and running the brews, cleaning tanks, and then so just stuck with it. Did the certificate program through Regis here in Denver. That helped out a ton with more of the knowledge and understanding between, the science behind brewing and applying it. And I enjoyed every minute of it, and it's helped me out a ton.
So do you mind if I jump in? Because Nate is such a humble human being. I need to give him a little more press than that.
Yes,
okay?
Please go for it.
Nate walked in here right after we opened and asked, "Hey guys, can I volunteer? I'll do anything. I want to learn about this business."
Nice.
Nate put himself through school, got a certificate program like he said. Nate read multiple books. Nate did everything it took on his own to get to where he's at, and that's why he owns the brewery shop right now. Nate is a badass, and we love him and appreciate him. But he walked in here unpaid for months, and because we didn't have the budget at the time to pay anybody, and he made a huge sacrifice. And Nate's story is really incredible because here's a guy who really, really, really was committed to getting in this business and becoming a head brewer, and he does a wonderful job. So that's what I have to say about Nate.
Cheers.
Cheers to you, Nate.
Jeez.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Man,
That
that's
being
fantastic.
said, Nate, after that, what did you do before this?
Nothing too exciting.
He was a stripper on Colfax in Denver.
I told you, don't tell anybody.
What?
Come on,
that was what? Colfax? What's the address?
Well, he left the job, so you got to see him here now.
Maybe I can take a button down real quick.
Yeah, now we're talking.
No, but
right.
I really, I cheers to Dale for letting me come in here and giving it a shot and believing in me and letting me do my thing, and I love it, man. So thank you, Dale.
You're very
That's a
welcome,
ton of
sir.
fun.
But wouldn't be the same without you, honestly. You are really the embodiment of this railsing community. So
Listen, if you guys would like us just to leave you two alone, we're happy.
I'm gonna get undressed.
all right, okay.
No,
All right, here we go. Oh, you're taking his shirt off. I'm coming over.
Like I said, that's the
Oh
first
shit! Here he
thing.
is! Here he comes! Here he comes!
Well, with that first piece of nudity, there it is. I'm just so glad it was Dale. So glad. Why don't we get into some of the history and some of the trivia on things?
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
let's talk about the beer.
dare
We'll just
you.
bring up some trivia so that it kind of gets us going to find out a little bit more about you guys.
And so basically, Dale, we're going to try to answer the questions correctly, and then you guys can chime in and let us know whether we're right or wrong and why.
Yep. So, true or false, Rails End Flying Umbrella Hazy IPA uses 3 different hop variants, the Azaka, Citra, and El Dorado.
El Dorado is a Disney movie, so I'm going to say false.
And I'm going to say true because I believe in it.
So, Nate, Dale,
I'm gonna defer to Nate.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I just throw random things in there.
Nate and Hayden knows. It's got hot dogs
Yeah,
in it. It's got
that's
sausage.
It's got hot dog water.
That's true.
It's got the sweat and tears of Nate when he was a stripper. That's
Story.
what it's got in it.
Barrel,
So-
I didn't think there's any of those left.
So I asked Hayden, and he said the answer is true.
All right.
Yeah. So now Citra's a pretty popular IPA hop. I mean, I feel like a lot of different variations of Citra hops come into play on any given IPA. I'm not as familiar with the El Dorado.
Mhm.
Where does that come from? What's the big deal with that?
El Dorado, it contributes more like stone fruit, like nectarine, white peach, apricot type flavors.
So a little bit more like the citrusy
Yeah.
end of things.
Yep, and Azaka brings more it's like some sort of like peppery spice, a little resiny,
Okay.
ripe mango, papaya type flavors, and citrus more like citrusy, grapefruit, gooseberry type flavors. So the 3 of those make a pretty good like fruity type cocktail for a hazy IPA. So
I pronounced it totally wrong. What is it? That first one?
Azaka.
Azaka. What did I say? I was wrong.
I
Whatever
could
it was.
be pronouncing it wrong too. So
Yeah,
you're all right.
We're obviously going to defer to you on any actual relevant information on beer because I'm really good at drinking it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why we're here.
Yep.
I'll drink to that.
What are you drinking right now, Dale? Are you having the hazy?
I'm having hazy, yes.
All right.
You don't know how the show works.
Yeah, you're ahead of us. I've got 2 cans here that are unopened, and I'm very jealous.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get to the next question so we can move this along.
So, another true or false, Rails End Beer Company opened their doors in August of 2006. Now, if you were listening,
False.
this answer was already given, and that's fine. Thanks,
Well done, Nate.
Thank you, Nate. Reveal that one to us.
I finally get one right.
So it was actually
All right.
2016, I believe, correct?
August 12th, 2016.
Nice.
Yep.
Now, what, oh, you already told us about that. I'm moving on. We're moving on.
Who wants to drink the beer?
Give me a second. Yep. What's the next one we got here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so this is a fun one.
Okay.
So why is the beer called the Flying Umbrella? So the head brewer Nate has always been a big fan of Mary Poppins.
Oh God, I hope
it's
Oh,
A.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Multiple Colorado storms have taken out their temper tantrum on the patio umbrellas at Rails End. Or C, there was a small child who was outside the brewery during a blustery day and got slightly carried off with his umbrella the day they were brewing the beer.
Oh God, I hope it's C. I'm going with C now.
You should have been there. It was a mess.
They still haven't found the kid.
Right. I gotta go with C. Just because it's my favorite answer.
I'm just gonna go with B, just so I'm right.
Oh. Okay.
So I'm going confident on this.
Yes, you are. Good Lord.
I was like, wait a second. Were you on the email?
Right. All right.
right.
So what's the answer, Nate?
I kind of like the kid flying away on the umbrella, but no, it's our patio umbrellas. Whenever there's a flash, rainstorm, they always just fly away. So
I like it.
I think you're gonna have to
decided
change.
to call it flying umbrella.
Yeah, you gotta change the can to have like a little kid, a little kid hanging on.
I agree. Yeah,
That'd be funny.
Charlie.
Yeah,
Charlie.
we had
I was
to
trying
add a line item on DNL for umbrellas.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. Just constantly replacing umbrellas. Like, well, it happened again.
I swear to God, you can't even imagine how many umbrellas we actually replace every season.
Oh, I love it.
Wow.
You got to remember to bring them down.
Yeah.
Well,
The second
like that.
season, that's on y'all.
it comes
That's
up
almost
quick
like
over
a,
those rocky mountains, though.
Yeah.
I'd go just to like see the flying of the umbrellas. It's like it should be like a thing you should call.
It's hilarious. It's totally hilarious. We should have cameras out there just to catch them.
You could. Y'all gotta have a whole
Oh,
beer, like a whole beer garden, like episode of just flying umbrellas and
Just
getting
have like
forced air.
the live cam,
Totally.
like the traffic cam, but it's an umbrella cam.
You should serve the beer with little umbrellas in it, and the second you put it in, have a blow dryer and they're just flying out of the cup. The second they get it,
Oh, that is such a good idea.
there
That
you
is
go.
such a good idea.
I'd
Yeah.
expect the next beer to be named after me. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
It's called Bearded Weirdo.
Oh no.
That's a great name for a beer, by the way.
Okay, so next one is, what is the most popular beer at Rails End? Toasted Marshmallow Stout, the Flying Umbrella Hazy IPA, they have a Blood Orange Double IPA, a Honey Blonde Ale, or a Black IPA.
If it's the most popular, I'm gonna go with the Honey Blonde Ale because that's probably the most universally like drinkable. Like people who don't even like beer could probably have a Honey Blonde Ale and be pretty comfortable with
You're
it.
like, do you think like a Bud Light?
Right. So you could drink a Honey Blonde. No, oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Blood Orange Double IPA because I'm a big Blood Orange fan. And I'm kind of hoping that that's what it is.
I think you're wrong. But however, Vero is 100% with you as well.
Thank you, Vero.
All
So
right.
what
what's
do
the
we got?
answer?
So I'm a little torn on this one, and because we can go based off of sales, and we can go based off of style. But I'll tell you what, sales wise, Blood Orange Devil is the winner. But we have so much demand to bring back that toasted marshmallow stout. It's not even funny.
Oh, I bet that is good.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We were about to bring it back, but there's a shortage of the marshmallow puree that we use, so we weren't able to bring it back. So, but people are begging for that to come back out. So, but revenue-wise, it's Blood Orange Devil, but Hazy messing with it. So,
Interesting.
What is going on back there? I have to ask.
Oh.
Is that the
we
music
got
or is that a
live
band?
We got
yeah, we got live
live
music. Sorry.
No,
I'm trying
you
to
don't have
find
to.
somewhere else.
No, don't apologize. I love that you guys do have it. I was just wondering what it was. It sounds fantastic.
Is it too loud? Do I need to move?
No.
Do we have to send them a royalty now? You guys know we don't make any money on this, right? Okay.
We just drink
Hold
the
on a
beer.
second.
Correct.
It's really just a reason for us to hang out together.
Perfect.
Okay, so
I'm not
how
the
many
only
Mug
good up
Club
there.
members does Rails and
Oh,
Beer?
nope.
How many Mug Club members?
Yes. So 120, 150, 200, or 270.
I'm gonna aim high for you guys. I'm going 270. I mean, you're in Colorado. I'm sure it's a great spot. You got live music going on right now. You're probably killing it.
But I don't know enough about the mug clubs because unfortunately I'm not a part of one.
Right.
Well,
But
It's a little different where you're at currently.
yeah, I'm just gonna go the solid 200 because I just feel like that's like a great, just solid number of mug club.
You know the answer, so you don't get to guess.
right, I never get to guess. This is my
Dale, do you know the answer
this is
or
my
no?
gift. This is my gift to you.
I actually
I
know
don't
this answer.
I don't know the answer, so yeah.
Uh-oh.
No one knows the answer.
We know the answer.
Tiffany knows the
I
answer.
know the answer.
Go
All
ahead.
right, so Lisa, who is actually Dale's spouse, she runs the marketing aspect of the brewery. She sent me all the answers. So as of right now, they have 270 Mug Club members.
Oh.
Like, yeah.
And I'm gonna correct Lisa's title. She's the boss of all of us. We're all terrified of her.
Yeah.
And I know
Big
she's
time.
listening because she's the toughest person that works here.
I saw one email from her and I was like, I'm not involved in this show this week.
No.
No, Lisa's a sweetheart. She's
Sure.
she's solid. She's rock solid. But
Yeah.
but I'm afraid of her.
That's what you should be.
So as someone not in a mug club, unfortunately, please tell me about your guys' mug club. What's the deal?
So the Mug Club, just to start, they pay an annual membership for that, and then what they get, what the perks are is everybody comes in here who's not a Mug Club member. We just serve them a normal 16-ounce pint. So they get their own custom, logoed, and engraved with their name and their Mug Club number mug. That's 20 just a hair over 20 ounces. So every bit they get is an extra 4 ounces plus. Every 10 visits, they get a free pour. They hit certain milestones with their visits. They earn beer, they earn crowler, and I don't mean like crowlers and that type of thing. And at a certain level of visits, we make a bunch of T-shirts specifically for the Mug Club members that have hit their number of visits. So we try to richen it up with beer because that's what it seems that these guys really like a lot. So we richen it up with beer and throw some merch at it and just try to create I guess a team about it, So it's pretty cool. Like the Mug Club membership around here, they're so tight. So many people know each other. So many relationships have been built from these members, and we do like, for example, we did a fish fry. COVID hit and changed a lot of things. We all know that. However, like we're about to do a member barbecue where we provide all the food, we do a Christmas party, and that's all the food's provided and beer and things like that. So it's just they're just treated as family, which is really cool. So it's a great community.
That's fantastic.
That's very cool. Well, now I want a mug.
And a lot of perks.
I'm going to drive through just to get a mug.
True story.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk over and grab a mug and show one to you.
Yeah, I'd love to see one.
Yeah,
Well,
give me a
while you
second.
grab
I'm gonna
that,
put my mask on.
we'll do the last question while he does that,
Sure.
which is,
True or false?
if this is false, you guys are getting cut off. I'm turning you off.
It could be the county that they're in. It could be the state. We don't know.
If you serve
Yeah.
food,
Dale's a
there's
big fan of
animal-
cats, so
I don't want to talk about Lisa.
He's obviously there.
yeah.
Anyway, dog friendly.
I'm going to say it's dog friendly. It has to
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
be. 100%, right, mate?
I don't know. I only just work
Answer
here,
is
so
yes.
Don't lie to me. You've seen that dog in the building.
Also, I wore my pit all the dog shirt. So
I see more cats than dogs. So
Oh, nice. There's the glass.
Oh, that is a cool mug.
Yeah.
I like it.
So
Oh,
we're called
very cool.
the Rails End Gang. So
Let me ask a dumb question. Where does Rails Inn come from? What was the original idea for that?
okay. So let me go back to the dog question. I will have you know that we were voted in the top 5 of dog-friendly breweries in the state of Colorado.
Nice.
Very nice.
Nice.
So Rails Inn, and I'll be brief about it. Before we opened, money was really tight, and there's a lot of capital investment when you try to open one of these things.
Sure.
And I was up, we were on a family vacation up in the mountains, just up skiing for the holidays. And I saw this picture on the wall. It was a painting. It wasn't a picture. It was a painting of the rail system running through the mountains. And I was looking at it and I was like, this is just like life. You see where the tracks go, and, you've seen our logo.
Yep.
And, we've all been in places in life where we feel like, man, if I just get to that point right there, I've solved that problem, or I made it, or I've gotten where I needed to be. But the thing is you can see it from afar, but once you get up there, you realize, holy cow, where'd that track go now? It just dipped behind a mountain, and I don't know where my life's going or where my journey's at. So Rails Inn is basically what I would describe as, it's the pause point where you regroup, you get your bearings about you again, you take a drink of a nice cold craft beer, and let's go. It's time to go for the next chapter. So Rails Inn is the false. Well, it's not false. It's the new beginning is what Rails Inn really means.
That makes sense.
So,
I can see that, and definitely from the logo as well. That puts the logo in a much better perspective as well.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Anyway, that's what it's about. I was just sitting there thinking, frustrated, stressed, running out of money, and I was like, man, life's journey is pretty crazy. So you never know where it's gonna go. Take your pause point and let's go. Let's go. We gotta keep fighting.
Now
that sounds like Nate when he had his old job.
Yeah. He didn't
Well, let's try this damn thing.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Let's drink this.
Now, spoiler alert though. So we get all of our beer from Beer Drop. We've started a new system where our beer fridge out in the garage has a certain shelf that is show beers, and the rest are just fun beers that we get. I drank a show beer a couple weeks ago, and it was this one.
So we're now having to share.
We're having to split it because there's 2 in the box, normally 1 for each of us.
Oh,
I
nice.
drank one already.
I was like, you have to drink my beer now on the show.
Smells great.
I mean, that's the most pain, is that you lost out, Tiffany.
And I had to take the fall for this, and that's it. But anyway, so here's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's a really pretty color. It's really, actually, it's lighter than I would have expected for a 7%er.
He can pour it out. He turns everything out of the can. We've never seen the color before.
So I'd love for you to explain to me, Nate. I've been noticing the hazy IPA thing has become very popular right now. Will you explain the difference between an IPA and a hazy IPA?
Oh, no.
Sure. I mean, I don't even know half the time because, the styles get so mixed up. But an IPA, typically they're clear. They've got more bitterness than, than the hazy IPA. The hazy IPAs are going to be obviously, cloudy. We use malts with higher protein content, so that contributes to the hazy appearance. This one in particular, we use a yeast strain that's it's got a lower flocculating factor, which means it's still in suspension. It doesn't like to fall out as easy as regular ale strains, so that contributes to more of the mouthfeel of the beer.
You said that key word. We always joke about mouthfeel. It's like honestly, it's our favorite. It's our favorite thing to check in on Untappd. You gotta have the mouthfeel.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? I've done that since 6th grade.
Yeah. Yep. So it's more like a medium mouthfeel, like not super heavy, not super bitter. We do a small bittering addition just to balance the sweetness of the beer. But yeah, there's also East Coast like juicy IPAs which have barely any bitterness, but they're more about hop flavor. Right. So I like to have a little bit of balance in this one. You want to be able to keep drinking it, without getting to the end of the glass and it's too sweet and you don't want to finish it, So it's all about drinkability. Or too bitter. Yeah.
Right. Because that's my thing. Like, if it just all of a sudden, like, I just can't have another one. I need to.
Well, that's the weird part with this one is like when I first actually smelled it just now, like it came across way more bitter on my nose than when I actually tasted it. Like once I actually tasted it, it's way easier than most other IPAs I've had.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
It is delicious.
It is.
Yeah,
thank you.
Good.
It's not just because you're here. I would have.
And also, I've already checked this beer in, so you can go check my stats.
Yeah, I try to get the most out of our ingredients. So it's all about drinkability for me. And I want to make sure that everyone has a good experience when they come in and have a pint and they want to have more than one,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I could definitely have more than one, and I will. Because unlike Daniel, I got two.
We're actually only going to have half of one. Yeah, all right.
Wow, that's very good. Who designed your can? Do you guys have someone do that, or because I like this can design?
So Oscar Blues here in Longmont, they've got a team through Crowler Nation. It's Angela, right?
Yeah, it's Angela. Yep. So Angela, can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Okay, so Angela does the actual creative work. The concept was in-house here at Rails End, which was we wanted a Sin City kind of feel on this one, and a Rocky Mountain kind of feel where you see the storm rolling in over the mountaintop. So, our blood orange can, which you may or may not have ever seen, but it has some metallics in it, and we really like how those metallics pop when they're in a cooler. And so what she did was she put the vision into the label, and Oscar Blues is a good partner for us. And I got to give a shout out to Oscar Blues because they always really get our back. And when when the COVID and the can crisis and other things that were going on, they stepped up and helped us out, and we really appreciate them a lot.
Yeah, sure.
That's fantastic.
Sorry, go ahead, Bill.
No, I was going to bring up another. If you have something to say about that topic, keep going, Tiffany.
No, it was more of just. So I love how the industry is so supportive of each other. So even though it's a competitive market of who's going to sell more beer, the fact that everyone still works together and they collaborate in so many different methods, it's unlike almost every other industry I've ever interacted with.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's OSHA approved.
Yeah.
That's totally OSHA approved.
Yeah.
All right. So I did want to bring up the discrepancy though before we continue. I wanted to ask you guys because we are on Untappd as much as I know brewers hate Untappd sometimes. You've got two check-ins for the Flying Umbrella, and you've got the 6.8% and you got the 7.1 in the can. Is there a difference? Why is that? And tell me about that.
I noticed that. I think that we did have a Zaka hazy or a Zaka Citra hazy the first go round, and there might have been a little bit of confusion there. And then I made this new one, added some El Dorado to it, and we decided to call it Flying Umbrella. So I think people just checked into both of them, mixing it up without knowing the real name of the beer because it was still early on at that point.
Got it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we thought about. We were like, something must have changed in the mixture or changed in the canning process. Something raised the ABV and they split them up and nobody knows the difference. Or that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I guess I want to know: is it a 6.8 or is it a 7.1?
It's a 7.1.
Yeah. All right.
You damn right it is.
And it's delicious.
We're very careful. We're very careful to name a beer until we really feel like we have a product we want to put out there. And because some changes, some refinement has to happen, right? I mean, if we come up with a new idea, new design, at some point we're going to say, okay, it's time to go to market with this thing. So So there are those changes, but that's why we don't name everything right out of the bucket, is because we know we're going to change it, and then once we feel like we have a good product, we're going to name it.
Yep.
Got it.
All right, so Phil, you're up first. You get to rate this beer first.
I get to rate this first?
Yes, first.
You know what? When I first had it, I went 4.5 out of the 5 right away. I really like it. I like the haziness of it. I like the little fruit in it. So I'm going 4.5.
No one doubts your ability for little fruit.
What?
Okay, you, Tiffany.
Sorry, man. I keep trying to go back inside. It's too loud. I can't even hear you guys. Sorry.
No, you're good. And Daniel, a lot of times you just learn to ignore what he says.
It's normal for me.
It's been like 2 years of me just ignoring everything. So far, so good.
Great relationship we're having.
Oh, I was going to say, you and my wife would get along perfectly.
Exactly. Why, you do all the cleaning and she just ignores you?
Oh, God,
I'm going to stay out.
Battle too much.
All right, you go.
Okay, so I very rarely rate anything over like a 4 because I'm like, I need to be like super blown away. But I'm actually torn between a 4.25 and a 4.5.
Okay.
All right, awesome.
We'll come up with it in a moment.
Okay.
I'll just be whatever makes it easier for the mathing of the
for the cumulative score. Right, yeah. We're terrible at math, so 3 people putting in decimal points.
Great at drinking beer, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm not in accounting.
I gave it a 4, which for an IPA is definitely a good score for me. And because it is extremely easy to drink, especially since it's a 7%er. Usually, 6%ers, 6.5%ers. I mean, that's where you start to see that crushable tag. I mean,
yeah.
I would consider this crushable. I'm not gonna have 8 of them, but
yeah.
I mean, I don't think anyone should have 8 of them.
But if I'm gonna have 3 beers,
I'm gonna be a responsible adult here. Please don't binge drink.
Let's not get out of here.
Daniel, I think we've been challenged to have 8 of these together when we go out there to Colorado. I think that's
all right.
Signing up.
Sounds good. Yeah.
I will die. 2 beer Tiffany is a thing.
Do you care if we name a beer 2 beer Tiffany?
Nope.
Oh, that would be so great. That's a great name.
You have to send us one.
Right.
Yeah.
2 beer Tiffany.
And
but I'm telling you, Tiffany, it's going to have to get a better rating if we're going to name it after you.
Ooh.
I will let you know once I taste it.
I'm so far the lowest one.
Yeah, no.
So
yeah, it's really Daniel's.
I'm totally
you can name it Damn Daniel. That's fine.
So that does put us right at the 4.25 then, which to me is a good score. That's a great score.
Awesome.
All right.
You stuck the landing.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Well, glad you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I will be coming through Colorado at some point in the next few months, and I will stop by. Absolutely.
Yeah, let us know.
I got to see what else you guys got out there because this is fantastic. So I look forward to it.
Yeah.
Have any of you ever had our blood orange?
I don't think so. However, I didn't check if I've had it on my Untappd.
Okay.
I've got a lot of beers checked in on Untappd. Well, it's fine. I'm an adult.
I'm pushing 2,300. So that's original check-in. No, I'm not one of them doubler check-ins who's like, yeah, I had a Bud Light yesterday, a Bud Light today. 40,000. No.
Well, we do appreciate you guys coming on. You're our first guests. We're super happy you came on and supported us. And we're happy we could support you guys. You guys are doing great things out there.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having us.
Much gratitude for having us, guys. We really appreciate it for sure.
When I have a business trip out there, which I'm sure I will at some point, I'll definitely come visit you guys. I'll make an extra day of my trip.
You guys all live in the same town? Because we can take beer back if someone comes and visits.
We live together.
No.
Okay. Nah, so we live together. Phil's in a different state, and he's actually about to be traveling through y'all's direction to another state as well. So we're kind of all over the place, but
okay. Yeah. Well, if anybody ever passes through and has a intersection of running into each other, we'll send some beer on the road with you guys.
Hey, cheers! Yeah, I love road beer. No, never mind.
Hey, it depends on what state you're in, right?
Sorry.
Yeah, right.
Always good to have you in Virginia, Phil. So Nate, you mentioned earlier too. You want to plug whatever beers you got coming up? What's coming down the pipeline? What are you excited about?
Oh yeah, we got a white peach ale coming out Monday. So if any Mug Club members are watching, they get a free 10-ounce Monday.
Nice.
And then we just brewed a West Coast IPA today. I'm super excited about that. We did, Columbus, so we'll get some resiny, piney flavor, and then Citra and Centennial, so it'll be grapefruity, citrusy. I'm super excited about it. Yeah.
I'm trying
to know what the
ABV is. No, go ahead.
What's that? I'm sorry.
Do you know what the ABV is going to be on it yet? Or are you still in the early process?
Like 6%. It'll be 6%.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yep. I know 7% is a little high for the hazy, but I feel like I can't really get those flavors unless we go a little higher,
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm super happy with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get Nate to brew Dale's Rails Ale. Our good buddies over at Oscar Blues.
I'm for it.
Graham.
Oh no, really? I love it.
Dale's Rails Ale.
I love it. I don't usually post pictures of my beer when I check them in, but that one would be picture worthy.
100%.
Might be blurry.
Yeah, right. Well, gentlemen, we're gonna keep moving on. I just want to say thank you so much.
Perfect.
Honestly, you guys were our first guests, and it was great to have y'all on. We really appreciate your outlook on things. I'm glad you're past your 5-year mark. That is stellar from a business model standpoint. Once you clear that 5-year hurdle, you're on your way to really good things, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Thanks for having us. It was fun talking about beer and hanging out with you guys. So,
my favorite.
Yeah. And honestly, this was fantastic. I love talking to people who actually do this for a living because you're so much more passionate about it than just like the two of us being like, yeah, it's citrusy. It's great to actually hear from people who know what they're talking about.
True.
Cool.
So,
well, again,
all right.
Much gratitude. Appreciate all you guys. Very nice to meet you in person. Right. Well, kind of in person.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys have a great weekend. Be safe.
All right, you guys too. Thank you.
All
right.
Bye,
guys. Thanks, guys.